Ooh, a lovely wet and rainy day. So yes, boys and girls, welcome to Baku in our X1 F1 Championship League. As you can see, everybody is in the pits getting their setups ready. Not entirely sure if anybody really prepared for a wet quali, and remains to be seen whether or not that'll carry over into the race. Yeah, very interesting if it will. So yeah, looking forward to this one. So yes, you're joined today by myself, Millis, from the X1RL League. Unfortunately, not having a co-commentator tonight, but hopefully moving forward we can rectify that at a later stage. And then obviously I see we've got a racer going out. I think that might be Blood. So let's apparently not Blood. Was that Kerno going out? Yes, that was Kerno going out. This is going to be rather interesting, followed by Chums and Xenox and Willy Wonga, all of them really gearing up to get this one going. You can see just taking it around slow over there. Would love to see that, and it's full wets. It's not even intermediates at the moment. Now the question is that going to dry up a little bit later? And if it does, whose quali is it going to be damaging, if at all? Oh, already a yellow flag in Sector 1. Let's quickly see if we can pick up who that was. It wouldn't have been Willie. And it's gone so fast. I'm assuming somebody just went off. Okay, let's quickly spot Kerno over here. Kerno getting close to that final. That final piece just before that straight. Obviously, you have to get a good exit over there. Okay, so here we go. Going down the straight. Let's see if we can go on board over here with Kerno. Kerno starting his lap now. Sticking nice on that line on the outside. Coming nicely in over there. Oh, yellow flag, sector 2. So let's quickly see if we can find out. Is that somebody? Oh, hold on. Oh, Bio has spun there. That is in sector 2, yes. Oh, and it's at what I'd like to refer to as the Temple of Doom, that lovely chicane that you get with those two buildings. So yeah, probably not definitely not the correct reference to that piece, but let's call it the Temple of Doom. And I've got a feeling Bio. It wasn't Bio. Who was that? That was Bio. I'm assuming Kerno was then went in there. The controls not always your biggest friend. So Bio's probably going to go into the pit now. So let's see. Pantry's on an outlap currently. What part of the track is he on? Yellow flag in sector 3 again. Let's quickly see. Is it Bio? It's not Bio. How's Spivvy doing? Not Spivvy. Hold on. Here we go. Who's that? Was it Chums? Could have been Chums. Not sure actually. Zottel going through the Temple of Doom. You currently in pits. Good, currently on outlap. Kerno sitting fastest lap. with a 158. I stand under correction now, but I think the average time over here is between I think it's a 125 and a 130, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really have a reference point with me at the moment. KD coming in with a 158, followed by Zottel with a 2 minute, and we got another yellow flag. Let's see if we can find the yellow flag. Can't find that yellow flag anywhere, obviously, because it's moved on. Another yellow flag in sector 3. Lots of yellow flags in the sectors at the moment. Blood coming up to the Temple of Doom over there. Xenox putting in a 205, Wonga with a 203, Patrick with a 201, another yellow flag. I'm wondering if this isn't fuel. Everybody running very, very low fuel. I'm not really seeing any incidents at the moment. Now, these guys really do push their fuel tanks to the limit over here. So yeah, Kerno with a 158, 199. I think he might have... Oh, and that's not a sight you see every day. Cars heading in the opposite direction. It is, after all, a street circuit, so I don't think you're going to get much closer than that, other than the racing itself. And Kerno just coming in with a 157, 311. Let's quickly just do a telemetry setting here and check who's got telemetry going. Kerno, KD, Zottel. Another yellow flag. Who's that next to the road there? That looked like Bio. Could have been Bio. No, it's not. It's Van. Oh, right there on the corner. I wonder. Oh, everybody's telemetry currently showing. So we can hide that again. Yellow flag in sector 2 again. Sector 2 and 3. Well, let's quickly have a look at the track map. Maybe that'll show us. So, sector 2 and 3. That looks like it's somebody with low fuel. Is it though? No, it's I don't think it's Chums. And see how close to Kerno. Yeah, that'll be somebody with low fuel. And I'm thinking that might be Patrick or Pantry. Is it? No. Another yellow flag there, grey section. See, is he going into the pits? Very slow moving blue, yeah. Oh, that would have been Patrick. So Patrick might have just been running on very, very low fuel there. So yes, yellow sectors not always showing damage, but often also showing low fuel. Kerno coming into the pits now, obviously leading with that 157.3. Closest there's a 158, 1 second off the mark. That's going to be a rather interesting start to the race, especially in the wet. Kerno showing why he's one of the best in the league at the moment. So yeah, we've got Pantry with a 158.8, Mr. Consistency. And a massive yellow flag there on the left. That is a pink car. Would that be Van? No, it wouldn't be Van. Willie. Ah, Willie's going into the pits. Can't see any damage. So again, might just be that low fuel mode that they have a tendency to run. Yellow flag there in the white. Is that Ellis? No, it's not Ellis, so that'll be Zottel. No, again, not Zottel. I'm wondering if that is like a glitch in some of the sectors in the wet, with the guys going off the track maybe a little bit. Very difficult to say. So yes, Van, Blood, Sulphur and Q still having to put in laps or lap times. Let's quickly see if we can go on bird Q at the moment. What is Q doing? Let's quickly check telemetry. Is he on the hot lap? Has he got front wing damage? It doesn't really look like it. No, so this seems to be a hot lap. Oh, and who just put in that faster sector? Well, yeah, it was Q. Q put in that faster sector 2 there. Coming around those final S's just before the straight. So I believe Q will put on a time. Yeah, let's see where he slots in. Oh, well done, a 2:02. And then, of course, we've got a yellow flag there at the back, and then the yellow flag disappears again. So, yeah, the only one that hasn't set up a time is Blood. And Blood having done extremely well in the previous lap there. Kerno still sitting on pole with that 1:57.311. Let's hope he doesn't pull a Leclerc on himself and crash in the first lap. Oh, we've got somebody. It looks like somebody spun out there. Let's quickly see. Oh, that is. Is that Q? Is that Q or Sulphur? Let's quickly check it. Oh, that'll be Sulphur. Sulphur sitting without a front wing at the moment. As you can see there, just sitting with some damage. And it just goes to show you how difficult these tight corners can become with damage on the front wing. Really, really, really difficult to maneuver. Because obviously you've got less than zero downforce from the front end over there. Yeah, there's a yellow flag again. Doesn't seem like anything interesting. I think Alice or Patrick just put in a faster lap there. Yellow flag at sector 3 again. Oh, we've got that's a white vehicle. So that's not Ellis. That'll be Zottel. Oh, Zottel sitting with some left damage over there on his front wing. So I'm assuming that he clipped that 90-degree turn there as he was coming out, and obviously Zottel going into the pits. But you can really see over here. I think let's look for somebody on a hot lap quickly, and let's see how the weather looks. This is Mr. Sulphur also riding without a front wing. Okay, so yeah, we've got wet race in Baku, Podgy. Okay, so let's see if this is a hot lap. Very difficult to say, but I mean, that gives you an idea of just how these guys are going to be struggling with the wet in their faces. Let's see if he comes behind. No, he's not by. He's going to keep out of the way. But obviously, if this translates into the race, then we're definitely going to be sitting with a very, very, very interesting situation there. Blood obviously doing a 156.897 fastest lap, taking that away from Kerno over there. Let's see, just touching there. Let's see if he gets close to Spivvy. If Spivvy is on a fast lap, I think Willie might be out on his out lap over here. No, it doesn't seem that way because everybody's giving way for him at the moment. Oh, and boom, that is not what you want in Hell's Corner. But's getting a 5-place grid penalty. What's Willie going to do over here? Spivvy obviously moving through that. Let's quickly just have a check here. Biohazard. Yeah, he's going to want to just do that as slow as possible. This is not going to bode well. They're going to have to keep moving over here if they don't want to be disqualified. Obviously just pulling away very slowly. Katie coming in behind him. Is Katie on a fast lap? Looks like it because Bio's just given way over there, but that corner can be such a, excuse the crude language, but bastard when it comes to this race. I mean, one little incident over there, and I've seen it happen before, where if you're in position 2 or 3 and you crash into, let's call it Hell's Towers, or Hell's Bend. I like Hell's Towers. So, crashing there at Hell's Towers, and literally disqualifying everybody behind you. So, gonna be very, very interesting race, specifically in that little chicane over there. I see Bio's just having a little bit of a slow outlap over there. Let's quickly see, does he have damage? It doesn't look like it, but he might just go into the pits nonetheless. Obviously, Sulfur, Willie, Spivvy, Xenox currently sitting in the pit with 47 seconds left. Patrick on an outlap. Don't know if he's going to. No, we'll probably make it. Let's have a look here. On yellow in that sector. Probably someone with low fuel. Chasing down the straight. Does he make it? Yes, he's going to make it into his final lap. Let's see what he can do over here. Chums. If Chums is on the outlap, not going to get much better than that. Zottel seems to be on a fast lap. Everybody else currently in the pits. What was that? Q currently sitting in number 5. Very, very, very good there from Q. Blood doing 155.096. And that is almost 2.2 seconds down from Kerno. Oh, hear those tires screeching under that, under those revs over there for Patrick. Currently doing a 159, 102. Is he going to make it? Just doing that last stretch before that pain in the arse left-hand turn. Remember, obviously, having a wet race over here. Got to be so very careful. Upshifting so as not to spin out and hit that. A little bit overcautious. Oh, he's -2 down. So we might, as I said, but is that a -2 of his best? Or oh, and he hits the wall there with a little piece of wing stuck in there. Is he going to do it? Let's see here. 154, 155, 156. Now I think that it just cost him. That probably cost him about 1 to 2 seconds over there. So, coming in at 157.7 could have been much higher, but alas, Wasn't going to happen. Q obviously not going to complete this. He's going to be pitting over there because he was in his outlap over there. Chum's also in the pit, and that obviously concludes qualifying. So yes, in pole we've got Blood, followed by Kerno, Pantry, Zottel, Patrick, KDQ, Van, Butz, Ellis, Chums, Biosulfur, Willie, Spivvy, and bringing up the rear would be Xenox with a 205. That's about 10 seconds off of the lead. A massive gap over there between Blood and the rear. And a pretty decent gap there between, well, pretty much himself and everybody else. So yeah. Right, time to see who we're waiting on. Mr. Sulfur still seems to be out. He's done his best time. And the countdown timer being at 5, 4, and there we go, we're moving on. Obviously, Butz with that 5 possession penalty. If my math is correct, he's going to be starting in 14. So yeah, total of 16 races in tonight's race. Cross pit lane, speeding in the pit lane. Cross pit lane, collision with Wonga and speeding in the pit lane. Unfortunate from Butz over there. Not really very much that he could do. Sitting in a very bad situation there in Hell's Towers or Faulty Towers. I don't know. I'm still deciding what to call it. Could be Faulty Towers, could be Hell's Towers, could be Hell's Bend. Let's see as the evening progresses what sticks, shall we? And it seems that we have got a clear track. Okay, but I'm not getting any sound. So is that me or is that somebody else? No, okay, hold on. No, they seem to be just setting up their vehicles. Thank you, Stavros, and yeah, good luck to everybody racing tonight. So yeah, from Stavros, he says good luck to all racing, and that he missed this individual called Milis. I have no idea who he's talking about. Nobody ever misses me, but if it is, thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate it. It is heartfelt and heartwarming. So yeah, okay. And we are lights out in 3, 2, 1. And we're off! Bloodshed getting a good pull away over there. KD picking up 2 positions, 3 positions. Pantry taking back, Patrick taking back, Zottel dropping. Oh, lots of interesting over here. Let's quickly see. It doesn't seem like there were any incidents over there. Ellis having dropped a couple of paces. Let's just quickly see here. Ooh, almost clipping the rear over there. What's going on? That is Zottel. Oh, and this is a rock in a hard place. Xenox. Why is Zottel trying to... Zottel is just continuously reversing into everybody. Ellis obviously just biding his time over there. That Zottel should not have been doing that. Zottel should really have just pulled off over there. But yeah, Patrick a 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. Not entirely sure what happened over there, but you can see lots of penalties because of that small little incident over there. Just quickly have a look here. We don't want lap data. Position change. Indeed, Tom. I couldn't agree with you more. Tom saying there's going to be some day tomorrow on Discord, obviously referring to our bot steward. I just want to get the penalties over here. Why I'm completely on the It would help if I'm on the right place. Let's disable that. So yes, Patrick Pantry and Kerner picking up 5 seconds together with Xenox, Butz and Zottel. Obviously Zottel being the I almost want to say the guilty party, but you know what? Let's not get get in front of the. How do we say? Let's not get the cart in front of the horse right now, because obviously there will be incident reports and different camera settings. Could be that somebody bumped him, but yeah, I think personally, if that was me, I'd have stayed still up until such time as the other vehicles had moved past. But not entirely sure whether or not some of the other players were just kind of moving out of the way, or just stopping for Katie, because they obviously saw what was happening at that point in time. So yes, we've got Kerno moving over to medium. Q is on the hards. Chums has gone over to softs. Looks like it. We are on lap 2, so if he did pit, let's quickly see. It does not look like he pitted. I could be horribly mistaken though. Van obviously on hards, followed by Spivvy on hards, Bio on medium, Sulfur on hards, Xenox on hards, Butz on hards, KD on softs, and then obviously the rear on everybody on mediums over there. Zottel currently in the pit. Obviously serving that 5-second penalty. And one has to wonder over here. Kerno, Katie and Blood drop down the placings. Yes, unfortunately, KD had an incident in turn 2 where he hit the wall, and then everybody behind effectively just ran into what we could only call a blocking show, I suppose. And something's happened here with Xenox. Let's quickly see. Moving over, Xenox has hit the wall. That those S's, they really do play havoc. I think this is only going to extend. Is it going to become because it's currently a VSC, so one has to wonder if this is going to switch over to a full safety car. Yellow flag in Sector 3? No, apparently not. Apparently a car in the middle of the road just doesn't justify a safety car in F1 2020. So yeah, I'm telling you, those clearly the ground crew at Baku are paid millions for getting those vehicles out of the way. Yes, Podge, I couldn't agree with you more. It's only 3 laps and we've seen some interesting things right now. Patrick obviously putting in a very, very decent sector over there. The only reason he did not do as well as he could have on pole was those final corners just before that long straight, obviously clipping his wing there. So I think he's got some good pace in him. Patrick always does. Kerner obviously sitting on position 1 at the moment on those medium tires. And one has to really wonder, is it really going to be a pit stop over here? Three pit stop strategy. Two fighting it out over here. Blood getting DRS, overtaking Butz over there. At the same time, Spivvy Katie having taking over Spivvy over there. Fantastic battle there in the front. There you can see. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that after Monaco today, I don't think you're going to get better cameras on a street track other than that what you're witnessing today. I think camera placement at Monaco is really bad. But then again, it always is. Really focusing on the boards. Katie having overtaken Van over there. Has Van got some front wing damage? Can't really see at the moment. Let's go to Kate. No, he has not got front wing damage there. Zottel putting in the fastest lap. Obviously him cleaning up the rear over there. 4 seconds, 4.1 behind Ellis. Obviously not the ideal start that he would have wanted. So yes, we're sitting with a couple of yellow flag in sector 2 again. Let's quickly see. Well, pretty much everybody in sector 2, but that looks like a grey vehicle, so that might just be Spivvy. Yes, what's happened with Spivvy? Is that Spivvy? Yeah, that's Spivvy. Let's quickly see over here. Oh, you've just got to hate it when you really don't have much room to maneuver. He's going to have to give Sulphur space over there, and he might just lose a space to Pantry as well. Is he going to? Yes, he's going to lose that space with Pantry as well, but he does have front wing damage. So everything in the opening laps at the moment, everything you want, everything you need. Unlike Monaco today, full of interesting scenarios. Monaco, obviously, if memory serves, Monaco today being the first race to not have yellow flags. Very interesting. Blood obviously dropping a place over there because he's in the pit. One has to wonder, is he replacing his wing? Can't really see that. It's coming out of Spivvy, obviously going to go in there. So yeah, Ellis obviously picking up and Zottel picking up much needed positions over there. You've got Kerno in first place, building up a very healthy lead over there with 10 seconds. Q having played a gamble on those hards, and is it really going to take him back? Because I mean, Katie's about 2.1 seconds in closing. As you can see, they're going down to 1.8, 1.7. So Katie really on those softs, having the faster tire, but not necessarily for the length over there. One has to wonder whether or not Q will be able to finish the race, obviously barring any incidents from his end, but finish the race on those hards, because Katie definitely isn't going to be able to finish on those hards. So he might be picking up some decent places and putting in some fast laps now, but I think in the long run that might just hurt him a little bit. Van, obviously 5 laps there together with Q on hards. And we've had an overtake over here between Patrick and Bio. Obviously Patrick having overtaken Bio over there. But yes, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen here in the front of you. It's 200 seconds down. Just coming up in that long straight. That's not a DR, is that? No, that's not a DRS zone. Not according to my knowledge. Nope, that would not be a DRS zone. Obviously the two DRS zones sitting in the final stretch of Sector 3 and following Corner 2 in Sector 1. Xenox having left the session there, obviously DNFing. KD, you see Q just moving out of KD's way over there. I think obviously Q wanting to play that long game with those hard tires, not wanting to get into a scuffle at this point in time, so doesn't really bode him well, keeping KD back, because at this point in time Q can easily then play off of KD's slipstream as well as DRS if he's able to stay close enough. Is he going? Yeah, he's going to get DRS down that final straight. Let's quickly check there. Yeah, open up the wings. So he gets DRS in that final straight. Might not be able to might be able to overtake him, but I think pretty much just sticking to being behind him. So Yeah, I just want to quickly see. Yeah, this is the other DRS zone. Obviously, it comes up there. So that would be the second DRS zone, and Q playing a very, very good, nice long game over here. On those hards would be really interesting to see how he does moving on later. But I think let's quickly have a look here. Interval it is, and you can really see the field just moving up and pretty much spacing out. I mean, the closest individuals to each other right now would be Patrick and Van, together with Q and Katie. And as you can see, Q is dropping 100th, 200th of a second behind Katie as the stretches go. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Oh, and the yellow flag's gone. So they again, health towers. You just gotta love it, don't you? A destroyer of races here in Baku. And not necessarily for the reasons you would think. I honestly wonder how many times during the years they've had to replace those walls, or at least patch them up. I hope no structural damage in the long run. Obviously, there's a lot of padding, so to speak. But it would be interesting to see. So yeah, let's quickly get over here. Let's quickly do an onboard with Kerno, considering he's running it there. Oh, and as I've been speaking, Patrick finally overtook Van over there. And as you can see, Patrick just starting to put a little bit of space there between him. Those seconds just starting to count down a little bit. But I just want to stay on board Kerno here for a moment. I mean, he's got a 13.6 second lead. Going into those chicanes. And then that little straight just before the 90-degree turn to the right, followed by Hell's Towers. I think Hell's Towers is rather going to stick over here. Nice taking that corner over here, but obviously he's got a penalty over there. So yeah, you can see there. You know, it seems like concrete barriers, but one never really knows whether or not that is enough. Push, Patrick, push, says Diffby. So yeah, we've got a Diffby supporter in the house. Diffby, I hope you're wearing your orange clothing over there from Netherlands. Oh, there's a spin out. Let's quickly see over here. That would be Chums. What happened there with Chums? Patrick, 5-second penalty. Oh, severe collision with Q. Hold on. What happened here? Oh, Q is also spun out. Again in Hell's Towers. Oh, it's just gonna... Oh, and he's going to have to... Oh, this is not good for... Oh! Not good for any of them. Willy Wonga, 5-second penalty for a collision with Q, but that wasn't Wonga's fault. That was Q's fault. Unfortunately, again, another incident very similar indeed, carnage, Kyle. Similar in why? Oh yeah, you know what? Why? No, but there was a yellow flag. I can only think that Wonga gave that place up because you see, these 5-second penalties are most likely going to be served in the pits over here. So yeah, Q obviously being the gentleman over there. Diffby, Kyle Diffby wants to chat to you there on the group whilst you guys are at it. So yeah, as we're speaking, okay, Bio is obviously overtaken from Patrick as Patrick went into the pits over there. Blood also going to the pits. Pantry staying out in those mediums. Patrick, 3-second penalty. Ooh, and you're on board. Watching whilst it's happening, Patrick hitting the wall at turn 2. Hello, Kyle again. There's a laughing face. Not entirely sure what he's on. Oh, and Q is out. Has Q retired or resigned?
I have actually retired, yeah.
Oh, why? What happened, Q?
Just had a mistake at the castle section Spun the wrong way around, and got connected with a couple of cars. Just fucked it.
Oh,
Unlucky,
no,
mate.
because no, I saw that, and unfortunately, I believe it was Patrick behind you at that point where, unfortunately, he had stopped to give you space to get out of that predicament, and then as you started moving back, he actually approached you, and then unfortunate little collision over there.
Yeah, unlucky, mate. Just a bit of a mistake, that's all. Onwards to whatever is next race.
If you give me 5 seconds, I can tell you.
I'll join you in broadcasting.
Would appreciate it.
Actually,
Talking and listening to my horrible voiceover here, I don't think it
I've
bodes
left
well
the
for
session.
anyone.
Can you invite me to the session?
I will now. So yes, I do apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen. That's the best race I ever saw. Give those guys. Are we giving them a bell, Stavros? Stavros obviously saying give them something or the other. So I'm assuming a bell.
What's that?
No, Stavros commenting best race he's seen in quite a while. It's a massive carnage there in lap 1. Katie taking turn 2 a little bit wide and then really creating a lot of 5-second penalties pretty much all over the grid. Trying to get out of the predicament he had found himself in. So street races.
It looked to me like I think it was Zotil that Wonga overshoot the mark and turn 2 and then hit Zotil, and then there was carnage behind. Yeah, just it is what it is. I mean, it's such a tough race. It's not my favorite track in the world, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
I'm not going to comment because I actually happen to like Baku a lot.
You do? Do you? Okay.
Well, in terms of street racing, I'd say that Baku definitely has my vote. Thanks, Kyle. Kyle saying there your voice is great, Emil. So yeah, thank you for that. Well, as opposed to Monaco, I mean, Baku just, in my opinion, giving you a little bit more overtake opportunities. Than Monaco really gives.
There is a bit more going on, but I think in real life the races at this track is not that exciting. I think it's good obviously for the game, because you get so much kind of carnage going on. Somebody's bound to make a mistake.
No, definitely. At one point it's bound to happen. So yeah.
I'm just looking at the stops here. I see Katie's had 3 stops. Bloodshed's had 3 stops. Patrick's had 3 stops. So yeah, it is a attrition heavy race, isn't it?
Very much. I mean, well, I'm actually looking at laps as opposed to stops. But yes, very, very, very interesting there. Blood obviously putting in the fastest lap, 1:43.5 at the moment. Kerno leading with a 1:45.7 fastest lap. So very, very close, despite the difference between them. And I think those stops obviously having a massive impact on that leading grid. I mean, I'm currently watching Wonga here put on the pressure on Bio up into sector 2, coming into that very sharp corner before section 3. So yeah, you've got a very good fight over here between Bio, Willie, and Pantry, pretty much.
Yeah, it's close here with Wonga and Bio, eh? Yeah.
Very. And I mean, Pantry's.
That's the wrong place to try and make an overtake. Now it's what Pantry getting past.
And look at Pantry is doing exceptionally well. He did like a sandwich move over there where he literally slipped in between the two, and obviously all 3 of them having not all 3 of them, but 2 of them having DRS. Pantry coming out the winner over there. Wonga just not being able to do it. Very, very, very nice from Pantry over there. Mentioned it earlier and I'll mention it again. Mr. Consistency. in my opinion, at least in the XI F1 X1 F1 league.
Yeah, he's good. And he is consistent. He gets on with it, mate.
No, definitely. So I'm quickly having a look here. We've got a 2-week break coming up, and then on the 13th of June we'll be back with both leagues doing Belgium.
Wonga's trying to. Oh yeah, both leagues. Yeah, is it?
Both leagues are doing Belgium on the same day. Yeah, Wonga currently 400th of a second coming through. I've rephrased it. Instead of castle, I'm calling it Hell's Towers. I just think
having a little bit of a spin. Just lost the rear for a moment there, but he managed to catch it so nicely.
Yeah, Pantry obviously having
is definitely turning the screw.
And Pantry really having put a decent gap between himself and Bayer over there. Like already a 2.9 second gap between himself and Bayer.
Wonga now.
Bayer, what's happened with Bayer? Wonga's taken him.
Wonga's just got past, yeah. And now there's somebody else.
Zottel is joining, and he's definitely going to take Bayer over there.
Both will have DRS, but I think Zottel has got more battery.
Yeah, I'm riding on board with Bio at the moment. Going a little bit wide and giving that place. Not what he wanted to have done. And Zottel sliding. But I mean, obviously Bio getting the DRS. Obviously not the best overtaking zone in the game.
There's a yellow flag in sector 3. I'll check who it is. It looks like
it's a Patrick. Blue car, so it's Patrick. No, it's not Patrick. Is it Patrick?
Yeah, it's Patrick. Yeah. Looks like he hit the wall, so he's gonna visit the pits again. He's lost.
Full safety car. Let's quickly see if we can catch here on board Mr. Sulphur. And he's Patrick has lost it on the track. I was saying earlier when I believe it was Xenox that also hit that bend, and also.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Millies, but Wonga just got a penalty for speeding under the safety car. Not with it, Wonga today. I wonder if he's, he's not a drinker, but I wonder if he's been having a drink himself. Not completely with it like he normally is.
Is there any holidays that we should be aware of?
And Baston,
currently pitting
now. He is, he's doing well as well, I think.
And the question is he going to give up that position to Pan? No, Pantry's also going to pit. Let's see, Wonga's also going to pit, and Zottel's also going to pit. Bio also pitting. Alice.
Everybody's in, and the problem with multiplayer racing on this game, is everybody sometimes shares a pit box.
Oh yes.
Because the developers made this game not very clever.
No. I'm actually trying to see if we've got any double stacking here at the moment. I'm not seeing anything.
There we have one there. We have Bloodshed and Zottel using the same pit box. And so Bloodshed would have lost a little bit of time there. Not much. And it's a safety car anyway, so everybody's kind of come out now in decent spaces to each other. Obviously we'll have to now obviously close up.
Okay, so the pit stop is just opened for medium strategy. Obviously, not really applicable with everybody pretty much just pitting. And currently in the lead, Kerno, followed by Cady and Van. Obviously, everybody making up some decent space over there. The only one currently carrying a penalty would be Willie.
Mate, have you seen how far Boots has climbed? He's gone from
he's got a drive-through.
Come all the way from P14. Who got a drive-through?
Willie has got a drive-through, yeah.
That's for that speeding under the safety car.
Yeah, must be. So I'm
Uh,
actually trying to have a look at position change here quickly. Butts having picked up 10 places, but you know what? I don't think Butts went in now. Yeah, did he?
I don't know. I can check that for you quickly and let you know.
Well, he's done one stop. And yes.
Stops. Has he one stop?
Oh, hold on.
Okay, now.
No, Butts is on a one stop.
Decided, yeah, okay, so Kernow just decided that he should go in for the get off the hards. Maybe he's gone on to the mediums. Yeah, he has. So he's in a track position to do that. You know, this really works in the favor of KD, for example, because KD had 3 stops. He's had a stint on some softs. If he finishes high up here, this is the ideal thing for him. Is the safety car.
Oh, absolutely, and I mean, look, we'll see from Mr. Bot Stewart if anything really comes from that incident in turn 2.
What, with Wonga?
No, with Katie actually. No, it wasn't Katie. Sorry,
see,
I'm thinking of Zottel.
Yeah.
No, it's no.
Zottel,
You're actually right. No. It really definitely plays into Katie's hands in because Katie's had actually a very very clean race. But I mean, if you have a look at it, Zottel currently sitting in 6th from well, pretty much last. And he's also had 2 stops.
Wonga's just gone straight on at sector 1. Had to reverse out of the escape road. He's not having the best day either. And I personally, I didn't feel it. I haven't been feeling it the whole day. But at least Wonga is staying stuck in there with this race. So hats off to him. But yeah, I think there might be a bit of a Bot Stewart inquiry about that episode into turn 2 if anything happens.
Well, Kenny just saying there that his money is currently on Katie for the win. But I mean, obviously we're only on lap 15 of 26, and considering the amount of carnage that there's already been, I wouldn't necessarily say that anybody's really in for the lead at the moment.
This is one of those races that you start with the best of intentions, and you're like, I'm going to keep my nose clean. The longer you run, the more you worry you get that any moment now you're going to kind of lose it, you know, especially on the zero traction as the tires start wearing off. It is challenging. I find this track particularly challenging.
Well, I can only imagine how difficult it is with no traction. The other thing that I think is well, pretty much one of the biggest downfalls to any racer being in close proximity to the next racer would effectively be the amount of blind corners that you have. I mean, if you take it, turn 1 is a blind corner, turn 2 is a blind corner, turn 3 is a blind corner, turn 4 is a blind corner, turn 5 and 6 is effectively a little bit of an S, but if anything happens there, you've got really limited time to move strategically. And then obviously 7, corner number 7, I believe it's number 7, just before Castle's Bend. You know, that's another very blind corner going through there. So yeah, if something happens in there, what you're pretty much driving into somebody else.
Well, yeah, that's what happened to me and Pat there, wasn't it? I mean, yeah. Unlucky.
But yeah, I'm going to estimate that we're going to have the safety car maybe out for another lap. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might come in this lap, but worst case scenario, another lap. Obviously, I can't see safety car in this lap or not. Yeah, safety car in this lap. It is in this lap. Yes.
Nice.
So yes, we are getting ready to race. Katie seemingly just backing up the pack over there just a little bit, obviously trying to get some heat into those medium tires. I think pretty much everybody's currently on medium tires, right? No, Pantry and Bio on hards, and Chums on softs. That was actually a pretty interesting move. You don't know, could provide any insight on why Chums would have chosen softs?
I have no idea why he would have chosen softs. Maybe it depends how many stops he's had as well. If he's had 3 stops already, so I'm gonna guess he's kind of running low on the mediums. He started on the mediums.
Could definitely could have been. I mean, so yes, we're off to racing again.
KD with a massive lock-up into turn 1.
Oh, Blood having taken Ellis over there. So again, I think that would be first corner woes. Willie Wonga's back in the pit. Now I'm wondering if he's going to retire now or not.
I think he's doing his drive-through.
Yeah, he'd want to get that out of the way ASAP. So no, he's not going to be retiring. He's just doing his drive-through. So yeah, we're currently on board with was on board with Kerno. Kerno obviously about 700 of a second behind Van at the moment. So I think that is going to be a really interesting battle over there. Pantry 600th, Zottel 600th. So
I mean 6/10.
6/10, 600th of a second, isn't it? Or have I been saying it?
Yeah,
I always thought it was 600.
No, so the first number is a 10. Yeah, remember your units and your units from primary school.
Yes.
Is a 10.
Second one is 100.
And the one after that is 1,000.
Yeah. Okay, so folks, sorry, that has been my bad. I have been saying it incorrect since I've started streaming. And
don't worry, every day is a school day. As Kernow gets past Van Basten, they're not really putting up much of a battle. He's basically just like left the door open. He knew he was a sitting duck in that situation. I think.
I think Van knows Kernow's got the speed in this one.
Yeah. Van is a sensible racer, you know. He doesn't battle where he doesn't.
Well, I must be honest with you. We've actually got a couple of very, very good gentlemen, so to speak, in these league races. I saw yourself giving space to was it Patrick?
KD.
It wasn't Patrick.
KD at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
I just know he's faster than me. There's no point in battling somebody. Yeah. He's basically just pushing behind you, and he's gonna get past you anyway, any moment. So he's just making me make mistakes. And actually, what happened to me was when I was starting to try and chase KD and trying to stay with him, that I break too deep and then went hard. You should always just try and race your own race.
Yes.
But it gets difficult when you're in close proximity to other drivers, because you get a bit adrenaline going. I'm on board here with Zottel at the moment as he kind of tries to hunt down Pantry, who in turn is hunting down his teammate Boots in fourth. And then obviously Van Basten leading that group of 3, 4 and 5. 6.
Boots coming very, very close here on Van. I'm going to go on board with Boots, getting that DRS. Or rather, it has been enabled, but not in use just yet. So I'm assuming the next one. Ellis
at the fastest lap.
Ellis, possibly, but I think Ellis is just overtaken Bio over there. So Bio losing yet another place on those hard tires. Perhaps not the best tires to currently be on. I mean, obviously you can see that between Pantry and Zottel. Pantry just starting to drop a little bit away there from Butch, just a little bit on those hards.
Minis, do you think KD is going to have to pit once more, because he's currently
7
on
laps.
Mediums and they are 7 lap old, yeah.
Well, it would really be interesting to see how he's managing those tires, considering...
I don't think he's gonna... I don't think... No, ignore me. I don't think he is. I mean, it's lap 19 now, so we've got another, 7 laps left.
Yeah.
I think he'll see it to the end, he just has to manage it. He's got a decent lead over Kurnow as well.
Oh, well, I mean, that's... No. Well, nobody has currently actually got penalties on my side if I'm...
I think they've all...
If I'm having a look. They've all served it.
In the pits.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, if KD is capable of nursing those tires to the end, I think really he could make it. Kurnow does seem to be picking up a little bit of time on him, but I'm not entirely sure it's going to be sufficient in those 7 laps to catch up. But then again, Baku, it is Baku. So there's that. So
as Chums get past Bio now, and then Spivey as well.
Blood putting in the fastest lap. Pantry seems to be struggling. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 3.
Bio's having an issue there, but you need to be on this battle with Blood, Zotile, and Pantry now, my friend.
Oh, I've been watching it from the front. Okay. Zottle is obviously on Pantry using their DRS. That short little DRS zone, not sufficient, unfortunately. But yeah, Zottle is about 2/10 of a second down, 1/10 of a second down, really going for it over here. As we're going into that chicane, the third last corner just before.
Past Zotile now. He's gonna go in.
Oh, is he gonna? That's gonna be a. Oh no, Blood obviously having backed out a little bit over there. But I'm honestly very, very good. You see, I'm stuttering at all of this action over here. Zottle doing exceptionally well there to have spatial awareness for Blood on his outside. He didn't come in forcing Blood.
I think sometimes people are too kind with Bloodshed. They leave him too much space because they know that he's going to drive regardless. And I think what we need to really see in the league is a little bit people closing the door slightly more on him. To be honest with you, because it's almost like it's his right to go for that thing, So I think that's why you probably find it that Zottle was firm but fair there,
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, in the game, it's not always as clear-cut. Obviously, Blood has got DRS, but so has Zottle. Pantry just doesn't seem to have that. Pantry just doesn't seem to have that straight line speed at the moment.
He's carrying no battery.
Ah, okay. Because I mean, he's really clocking out.
See, I don't know if you were following the move that Bloodshed put on Zotile now, right? And
I did.
That was a decent move. And that was beautiful. Because,
yeah, he stayed on the inside.
He kind of stayed with him. He knew where he was going to go.
And then in turn two,
racing from Bloodshed's side, yeah. And that that's what I like about Blood. He does have that nudging kind of diving for that corner ability, but sometimes he also has the ability to race smart as well, and that was one of those examples.
Yeah, and I mean it's a tricky situation because if you have a look at the FIA's rules and guidelines with regards to corners, if here's a yellow flag in the middle, Van has spun out. That is very unlucky for Van. Van is not going to be moving here for I think quite a while because everybody's pretty much coming in on him, and I'm just really.
Yeah, I was stuck there as well, man.
Yeah, I want to say I'm just really hoping that no, he's not going to get disqualified. Thank heavens for that one, because that's always your fear in Castle. If somebody ever gets damaged there and you're unable to move through, you get disqualified. And it's the same as Monaco on that hairpin.
After a while, you ghost after a while. But yeah, I was worried about that my own, and I couldn't find my gear because my steering wheel had turned the complete wrong way around. There goes Bloodshed on Pantry now. He's getting past.
Taking Pantry. Oh, Blood going very wide over there. Is that a warning? Doesn't see. I don't know. The track limits over there doesn't really seem to be. Zottle into pit. Going on those softs. How much space is he going to lose over here? Van also going into pit.
must have damaged Zotile, because I can't see why you would go for...
Bosra, I think he might have clipped...
maybe...
no, I can't think he clipped anybody. But yeah, obviously Wonga there taking over from Van. Van currently in the pits, changing his front wing. Van, I think, is going to drop. Yeah, Van's going to drop, unfortunately, all the way to the back over here. One spin. So you got those guys in the chicane again. Blood, I think Blood really pounding Boots over there. Sorry, but back to the FIA rules with regards to overtaking. It's really a little bit of a difficult scenario, I think, for every races, because obviously you as the lead car want to close the door on the guys behind you, but at the same time you've got to have that spatial awareness of the guy on the right hand the right hand side. And unfortunately, and I'm not saying it happens in this league, but I've seen it happen so many times where a lot of people abuse that position to force themselves into an overtake where there wasn't an overtake to begin with, So
well, what they use, what people use in multiplayer is a little bit of a kind of what I like to say, like a doorstop almost. So they use the other car in the corner, and then they bounce off that car, and that puts him straight on the right trajectory again.
Yes.
Because these cars don't get damage on their sides; you get damage on the front. So if you hit the car side on your side, you can kind of bump them off the track, and you're not going to have a hassle.
Yeah.
So
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
Well, it would be interesting to see if. Sorry.
Saying that, I mean, if you saw the race start today in Monaco,
Chum's pitting. He was on those softs. I think he might just go to mediums. No, on new softs. Got
Max
wing damage.
Closed off Bottas on the beginning there.
Yes.
That was completely perfectly legal, and that was ideal because that forced him to slow down.
Yes.
In that situation, the one that we're talking about here, in this thing with Zotile and Bloodshed, in that situation there, it was the same. It was fair enough. However, if Bloodshed had made contact in that situation, he wouldn't have had any damage whatsoever because it was side on.
Oh, there's something's happened over here. Is that Van again? Van has spun out
once the
again.
concentration goes, unlucky, mate. He was doing so well. I really feel for him.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like and obviously we cannot compare this to real racing.
Bloodshed going on Boots. Bloodshed on Boots now.
Blood overtaking Boots over there.
The podium places. This guy
well
is
done
just
from
too
Blood.
Good,
no, he is brilliant.
I don't know where he was in the race. He was low down the order, He had 5 stops now. He had 5 stops, and look where he is,
Oh, that safety car obviously really compacting the grid. But I mean, back to the whole concentration thing. Unfortunately for Van now, as you've seen, it's pretty much as the commentator said earlier with Monaco. And yes, we cannot compare the levels of concentration required in real life racing versus sim racing because of G-force and whatnot. But concentration still plays a massive part in both of the racing scenarios. And most of your yellow flags and your incidents usually happen at the rear end of the race in Monaco. And as we can see now in Baku as well.
You see, the thing is with, I think with this now, so Van Basten was clearly in a very, very good rhythm there. As Chums and Sulfur is kind of getting close to each other there, mate. See, Van Basten was very, very good, and he was on a rhythm, he was on a flow. He was on a flow, and then it got disrupted by that small mistake, and now you're sitting with that idea. God, I was like, where I was P2, and now I'm last, and that creates that disparity where you kind of like begin to then want to push, you want to do a bit better because you don't feel like you deserve to be so low down, and then you start pushing too much, and the flow isn't there yet, so you kind of make another mistake, unfortunately, and often you see not just one mistake from a guy. The mistakes then suddenly start to follow, and the whole kind of race seems to unravel almost. You know what I mean?
No,
That
definitely.
seems what's happened to Van Basten here today.
Yeah, well, I mean, whilst we've been speaking, Van has just been lapped by Cady and Kerno, with Blood coming up behind him rather fast. Sorry, scratch that. Both Blood and Butch seemingly having overtaken him.
Yeah, I think that was what the yellow flag was in Sector 1, maybe.
Possibly.
Getting out of the way. There's a pink car going very slow there. Who's that? Oh, that's Wonga.
That's my biggest problem, letting mistakes get to me. That's what Podgy's saying. Podgy's saying, that's my biggest problem, letting mistakes get to me. It is unfortunately true. I mean, it's the same with me in Australia earlier. I mean, spinning out on not even on a fast lap, but on a warm-up lap, trying to warm up tires, just really kind of kick-started the mood for my race to come.
Yeah. And it's very good, and that gives you an appreciation for just how good the guys are that does this for real. And even I guess even the sim racers, even the guys that do the sim racing, how good they are, because it's able to master your emotions in that situation and go, actually, let's reset and let's go back to the moment where I was in the flow, and just go from there and accept what is in front of you.
Oh, I mean, Cady is the perfect example of that in this specific race. I mean, how many pit stops did he not have?
You're going past 5 now, my friend. 4P7. There's one on track class for you.
I mean, if we have a look at the stops over here, sorry.
He's Ellis, his teammate, Zotil's teammate, is sitting in P6. I'm a big fan of Ellis. He always likes he races nice and clean. Never had a hassle with him at all.
No, I completely agree with you. But yeah, I mean, just speaking of not letting these things get to you, Cady with 3 stops leading, Kerno with 2 stops in second, Blood with 4 stops in third.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's sitting on a podium position over there.
Bloodshed is a machine.
I mean,
I don't know if you saw his comment today. He says he doesn't practice.
No, he doesn't.
I think now with lockdown being over, he's the same as all of us. He's not getting the chance to practice as well. So, I kind of believe him. He go a little bit, cuts that corner, but I think now that he knows the track, the race is just about done. It's possible to maybe see if he can get Kernow, but I think he's too far back. That's it.
We're seeing now. I mean, look, you've got that DRS section coming up, but
he's too far back.
No, he's losing time. He's just not going to make it, unfortunately. But still, what a race! Well done to Cady, our race winner, followed by Kerno in 2, and completing the podium finishes Blood today. Butch closing up with only a 1-stopper today. Obviously, Bloodshed should be checked for performance enhancing drugs, says Podgy over there. We'll make sure to get a urine sample as soon as the race is over. But how close was that not? I mean, Butch really doing exceptionally well also to come back with only that 1 stop. Those couple of he's also got that 5-second penalty there in lap 1 with that unfortunate incident with Cady. So really hats off, Butch and Pantry, the 2 teammates over there, closing up position 4 and 5.
2 teammates in 6 and 7 as well.
Ellis and Zottel. And then obviously, Cady doing exceptionally well.
Have damage limitation to get up to where he was, P9. So that's nice. Who's your dig of the day, mate?
I would go with Butch. And speak of the devil.
Awesome, man.
I swear I called that just before it came up because I was literally on Butch.
I saw that, yeah.
So they're definitely dig of the day for me.
Yeah, I might give up racing completely and just join you for commentary, Milius. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been the highlight of my day today.
Oh,
Thank you very
thank you.
much
Same,
for
yeah.
keeping me in the conversation.
I do try my best. I know that my voice has a tendency to be overpowering sometimes, but when you've got a good
Mate,
commentator next to you,
I enjoy your company. So that's all the best. Congratulations on your honeymoon. I see that the lady has broken your arm. I hope that you get full functionality back soon. I'll see you later. I'm out, mate.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it wasn't the wifey. It was a horse, and my arm's not broken. It's what do you call that? I'm going to tell you now. Rotator cuff. I seem to have damaged something in the rotator cuff. Whether it's a muscle or a tendon has yet to be seen. Doing a small little bit of a X-ray tomorrow. Just to determine if there is, and then physio.
Keep me updated. I'll help you with a little bit of rehab if you like.
Definitely, because after today's Australia, and I'm not the fastest on Australia, but I'm not bad on Australia. But after today, I think I definitely need some rehab. So yeah, welcome, Boots. Yeah, congratulations to Dick of the Day today. Yeah, how was it?
Friend, well done. He's just too quick, wasn't he? Yeah, he was just too quick for you. Yeah, we were just talking about that in commentary as well. He is definitely on another level. Yeah, he's very good, isn't he? But well done though. You nearly had that podium, but overall though you've come from like P14 to P4. So well done, mate. It's a great race. Well done to you.
Yeah. Okay, so from. But yeah, okay, on a serious note, from us at the commentary box, you guys have a wonderful evening further. We are going to end our stream right now, and we'll catch you in. Is it Belgium? Belgium's the next one?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm not
Belgium
sure.
for both. Stand on correction. But I believe so. Yes.
No, it's Belgium in the 50.
All right. But anyways, we'll catch you in 2 weeks. Enjoy.